Hey everybody. The singularly most arrogant belief held by the white people, not necessarily everybody else, because it's a different cultural thing. It's different religiously, but it's the way that people have been raised up to believe. Excuse me, I got allergies this morning, and so my eyes are just tearing up. Anyway, for hundreds of years, and it started with it really started in Europe, with the beginning of Christianity in Europe. But there's been this belief. There's more saying, all right. There's been this belief that one, white people are superior to everybody else, and two, that God only made the earth to be populated and humanity to be the only sentient race. And then, like I said, their number one belief is that the white people are the number one class, the superior sentience among humanity. They used to think that anybody that wasn't white was basically just one step up from being a monkey. And one of the most popular insults to call someone who was specifically of African lineage or African American lineage was to call them a monkey. Remember how some people used to call Michelle Obama a monkey when they wanted to be particularly insulting. But this is a belief, this arrogance, that we are the only ones and that only the whites are of any importance. And from this belief stems a majority of narcissism in America. Now, narcissists are everywhere, not just in America, and they're every racial, because there are going to be people that think the world revolves around them, and that they are the only one that's important, and everybody has to love them because they are who they are. But in America, this is so deeply rooted in religious and cultural beliefs, and it is a very arrogant thing. I mean, come on. All the billions of people in this planet, and this planet is only one of billions and trillions of planets in this galaxy alone, let alone in the entire universe that we know about, let alone the multiverse all the other universes that are parallel or adjacent to our universe that were created by the ultimate creator, the whoever is out there that did all of it, or if it was just evolved, like with a Big Bang. We don't know. We have absolutely no knowledge of what was before everything else. We have our beliefs, our religious beliefs, that there was a creator and that he was, in Christianity, he was Yahweh or Jehovah, and that he had, that there was the Holy Spirit and there was Jesus, and that they were all one being. But they were also three different people, which is totally illogical. Other trinities, the three people are three people. In the Jewish religion, from which Christianity evolved, the creator had many names. Yahweh was one, Elohim was another. Most generally, he was called Adonai, meaning Lord. Eloheinu is another one. Yahweh was a storm god in Sumeria. I don't know how he wound up being considered the creator right off the top of my head. I would have to go look it up in religious history to tell you exactly, because I used to study that. And but Yahweh was in Islam, he's called Allah. And the three Judeo-Christian Islamic religions all originated from one source, a little postage stamp sized area off the northern tip of Africa, just slightly north of the Nile, and Egypt. But this little postage stamp sized area of the world, the peninsula, that's where it all started from. And they became predominant religions in the world. They're not the only ones. There are literally hundreds of religions in this world. But they're the three of the main ones. And then you have Hinduism, which comes from India. You have Buddhism, which is started in the Oriental countries, you see. And then you have the Celtic Druidic, which actually started very much farther east of Britain in actually years and years and years and years and years before, because Hellenistic people started out in like um, India and the surrounding areas of Europe, just above India, and then moved westward. And through the persecution of Caesar, they moved westward and wound up in France and then in England and Wales and Scotland and Ireland. That whole religion had its start way west of where it is now, what became Druidism. Then you have all the Native American traditions. The belief about Turtle Island and about the 4 races and the 4 directions and all that. That's a whole other religious system, the shamanic religious system. You have the religions of Latin America and South America, and you have all of the other religions in Africa. So there's literally hundreds. But yet, Christianity is so superior to everything. And white Christianity is so superior to everything. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're just the most warlike, violent, and divisive people. And arrogant. Arrogant. It's an arrogant belief. How can you be so arrogant? You think that the creator of all things is out there just to be your servant, to answer your prayers, to lift you up and make you above everybody else. Because that's what you've been taught. Yet if you study the Bible, really study it, not just read it. Read it from cover to cover and study every little thing in it, and you see all the contradictions and all the errors, and you go back historically to what original languages actually said. And the many places in the original languages that could not be translated into English, and you have to know that language and know how to think in that language to know what it actually said. That's not what the Bible teaches at all. And yet you use that Bible to justify the most horrific behaviors. Okay, I'm getting off of here because I'm running a little bit long, but this was supposed to be my Sunday sermon, and things got a little hectic around here, so I didn't do it. So it's like a day or two late. I think it's Monday now, but this would have been posted yesterday if things had gone a little bit slower. Y'all have a good day, a blessed day, and one of those arrogant, I'm so much better than everybody else thoughts get inside of you. Try to remember, compared to the rest of the universe, you're about as big as an atom. Maybe not even that big. And the whole rest of the universe does not in any way, shape, or form revolve around you. And whatever created you is not obligated to be your servant. That's a false belief. Anyway, if you have a chance to be kind, be kind. And love everybody. Don't go around hating people just because you can. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to be able to love in spite of the way people treat you and in spite of what is going on around you and what you're being taught. You are loved. Remember that as you go through your day. You are loved.